Hello gamers and thank you for watching. The first Dying Light took place in a fictional Turkish city called Haran. In the second part, the main character will be moving west on the map and the size will be 4 times the one that we had in the first Dying Light. The town will be a fictional European metropolis with landmarks like Arc de Triomphe and Brandenburg Gate. During parkour, there will be situations in which buildings collapse under your weight, so you will have to be extra careful in the game. The setting will be a mix of Dark Ages with modern times, and everything is brutal, primal and merciless. All in a city with modern architecture and modern weapons. The game is set 15 years after the first one, and your mission is to retrieve an object which could change the future of humankind, which for now is not clear what that is. The game will have multiplayer. So the game will have a 4-player co-op, but here 3 players will have to join one's host game due to the decision-based narrative. The factions you choose might become dominant, and this could change the colors of the town and offer you new trading opportunities and parkour routes. So that means the world will be unique to you and your team. In the game, the story and choices are even more than the ones in the first game, and it seems the parkour moves are double the ones that you had in the first Dying Light. This means there will be more ways to run from danger. The game will also feature vehicles, although not to the extent of Dying Light the following. Techland promised that vehicles will become more interesting as the game gets updated. Lead designer Timon Smectala declared, "Let me be clear, this is not a game about driving. Yes, you will be able to drive vehicles, yes, you will be able to sit in the passenger seat while someone else is driving, but this will never be the core of the game. But yes, there are definitely missions where you can drive the car." The melee combat will be a tactical one which requires you to study the opponent and understand his moves. Crafting is being expanded and there will be 50 new combos you can apply to weapons, but you'll be able to use the environment to fight back as well. You will be able to throw other objects at enemies and create a hit opportunity or maybe stun the enemies. There will be a shop from which you can buy blueprints for weapons, drugs or other tools. You will have in the game dark areas, which are effectively nests of undead where they all hibernate to escape the rays of sunshine. Venturing into these areas is incredibly treacherous due to the number and strength of resident zombies that are hiding in these areas. And of course, the higher the risk, the higher the reward, and you will get interesting and useful rewards deep in the heart of these dark areas. The infection has evolved and they are even more affected by UV light. So during the day people are generally safe, but at night the infected roam the streets for prey. So as you could imagine, the game will have a day and night cycle in this case. The number of people is higher than the one in Haran, but you will still see parts of the city reclaimed by nature. You will have ropes and cables to swing on and various ways of parkour. The game will have multiple endings based on the choices you make in the game. The story will have about 15 to 20 hours of gameplay, but it has a high replayability, so if you count all the possible choices you could surpass 100 hours of gameplay. Now regarding the DLC, it will be something similar to what we had in Dying Light 1. It was confirmed a plan to also launch a DLC for this game later on after the game gets released. And after the launch, the game will have 4 years support plan in fixing the bugs and similar stuff. We know about these 2 factions in the game, the Peacemakers and the Scavengers. The Peacemakers will rule with an iron fist if given the opportunity. The Scavengers are adept freerunners, but we don't have a lot of info about them. Each faction will give certain opportunities and each have their own rules that you have to obey. There are also smaller factions which will influence the world less. One example in this case would be the Untamed, who cultivate drugs. You will receive quests from each faction you rally with, and you will have multiple ways of completing those quests. You can also pit factions against each other, making for excellent distractions as you sneak by and infiltrate a new area. Factions will have their area delimited by banners. It won't always be as simple as join us or die dialogue prompt, meaning achieving or failing a mission objective might result in some unexpected power shifts. As is usually the case in post-apocalyptic tales, there's always a chance that you'll make things go worse. You will have the possibility to reverse some bad traces, but it will include some extra missions, of course. Okay, so regarding the release date, the developers ran into some issues because of having to work remotely and also because the lead writer had left the company, and rumors say development was chaos. But Techland announced that Dying Light 2 won't be cancelled but postponed. They will have another announcement later in 2021 in which they will make public the official release date. Since the development was low due to several factors, we can expect to finally see it on the market available early 2022. Thank you very much for watching till the end. Hope this video was useful. Please like and share, and also subscribe for more similar content. Goodbye.